Greetings and salutations, Internet, and welcome to another episode of Who's Your Brother? I'm the older of the two brothers. My name's Christian. With me, as always, is my younger brother, Evan.
It's Pride, everybody. Happy Pride Month.
Happy motherfucking Pride. Pride is a motherfucking riot.
This is your Pride Month reminder to never let corporations convince you that they're for or support Pride. They're advertising to you and using you as a stepping stone to sell you crap. Pride is the way that you celebrate it, and the way you celebrate it only. So that's just a friendly reminder from me to you.
Absolutely. Yeah, the corporations will ditch you at their earliest convenience when it is convenient for their stock portfolios. Do not doubt it. And even if the current administration is trying to do away with Pride and references to all things LGBT, we here at Who's Your Brother will be not adhering to said rules. We will be, of course, going our own way and keeping our support of the LGBT community going full steam ahead.
Yeah, you're goddamn right. And hey, this is another one for all you Pride celebrators out there. Never forget that Pride was built off the backs of drag queens and trans people. So put some respect on those motherfucking names. Pride is for all people. So I'm not taking any of that exclusionary bullshit out here. Right. Not my goddamn Pride.
No turfs. And if you think you can cut the T off and you will be safe, that's not how it fucking works, folks. Please read the poem First They Came For.
Damn right. So that is just a friendly reminder for all you folks out there.
Anyway, again, happy Pride.
Happy Pride to all you, to all you wonderful gays out there. We love you. You're fantastic. You're terrific. Thanks for tuning in. I assume we've got a decent, population of gay folk out there, having themselves a grand time, listening to our podcast. But I couldn't say for certain.
Right. Who knows? Who can really figure out these things? Certainly not us. I have no technical expertise for it. If anybody's got it figured out, please feel free to email us. We probably won't read that either. But thanks for doing the work.
Thanks for putting in all the legwork. We appreciate it.
We do. We love you. We love you. We're just a couple of lazy brothers, though, doing the bare minimum on this amazing podcast that you love so much.
Well, hey, welcome to the show. Great to have you here. Really, it is. Mm-hmm. We have not, as you can clearly hear, we have not been taken out by sniper fire yet, or been thrown into the back of a van. So that's cool. That's a good thing. We like that.
It could happen at any fucking moment. Who knows?
It's true. It's true. It very easily could. And isn't that just a mortifying prospect? But hey, until such a time, we're gonna keep sitting here, bringing you the hot and toasty news that you demand, the news that you crave. So, brother oh my, I think we should just jump right into it. What are you saying?
That sounds like a good idea to me, Evan. For anybody who's new here, we have a certain structure that we go by, based off an old saying. Ev, what's the old saying?
And that old saying is, if you give the people bread and circuses, they will never revolt.
That is absolutely true. So first, we're going to start you off with the bread, a little bit of food news. Then we pass it off to the circuses, which is...
That's our entertainment news section, where we, break down all the happening trends and all the cool things happening in the world, Mm-hmm. And after that, we will quickly move into the less cool things happening in the world with the revolt.
Dun, dun, dun. You know how other shows like to leave you on a positive note? We like to leave you nice and grim and hopeless, because that's just the way the world is. Like, we leave you with a nice, honest look. Like, please, pay attention.
Pay attention is important. So yes, we do in fact leave you on a more dour note, but we believe that it is very important to stay as up to date as possible on current trends, especially with the way some of these trends are going. Yeesh.
Yeesh indeed, little brother. Well, let's jump right into it and let's get this bread.
Let's get this bread.
All right. Well,
go ahead and open us up. What do you got?
Well, first up on the menu, Wendy's is offering a new sandwich to Canada only, where the bread is actually 2 grilled cheese sandwiches instead of 2 slices of bread.
I mean, here's the thing. You open with that, and I'm like, well, that doesn't sound too bad. I fucked with a good grilled cheese. I'm a fan.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Absolutely. It sounds good in theory. I've seen plenty of videos, reels, Instagram stories, TikToks, what have you. The algorithm knows I like food and that I will watch food making videos, especially if there's ASMR. When they do the knife scrape across the bread, I love it. I lose my shit every fucking time. Like, oh, that's so good. I do it myself when I cook. Like, oh, that's it. That's the good stuff. Oh, that's what Christian likes. Anyway, though, so the algorithms know this about me, and
I feel like you're trying to skip over something very critical that you just did right there, and I don't know if I could let you. What the fuck was that, man?
Oh, I love the sound of a good fucking scraping on the bread when it's nice and perfectly cooked. Oh, that's the good stuff. I'm making myself hungry.
You might think this is something else. No, we're just making ourselves hungry. The other H word.
Exactly. I know that sounded very lusty, but that's just my general vibe. So when I get excited about food, there's a crossing there, which I understand, but no, this is me just really, really loving the sound of a nice, of a good toasted bread. Just, it's good sound. It's good sound. Anyway, so the algorithms know this about me, and they have shown me people making sandwiches or burgers out of grilled cheese. Fantastic idea. The thing that Wendy's does here, though, is instead of using like 2 slices of bread, like you might think, they use burger buns for their grilled cheese.
Hey, I'm less zazzed about that.
Yeah, and like I'm looking at a picture. I'm gonna send you the picture.
No, send it my way. Let me take a look at this thing.
Yeah, and the thing is, the top bun, like, is still pressed on it. They've got the cheese on the top of the top bun. It looks weird, and I'm not sure they did this right. I'm not sure it's gonna work the way they want it to. I don't know, man. I think they should have just gone with, like, 2 slices of bread. That would have been better, but it looks like the top of this thing is a bottom bun.
Yeah, I don't... Oh, okay. You had a really good idea here, Wendy's, but I feel like you failed in your execution, man. That feels like a gutter ball. I'm gonna be honest.
You know what vibes this is giving me?
What's that?
Do you remember Burger King's tacos?
Oh my god, I remember Burger King's fucking tacos. Yes.
They just threw a slice of cheese in it. Instead of like getting shredded cheese, instead of getting like shredded cheese or something, they just threw a slice of cheese in it, and that's the vibe I'm getting off this thing. Like, instead of getting slices of bread, they're like, "Nah, we've got bread. It's fine."
Like, the longer I look at this, the more I'm honestly sitting here thinking, like, the vibe of this is like at least a little bit evil. Like,
right?
not like sinister, but like a little bit like, oh, you shouldn't do that.
Right.
Oh, that doesn't look quite right.
Exactly. Who's going to look at this and be like, yeah, that's the thing that I want? Like, what have you done here? This is an abomination of both grilled cheese and burgers. All right? And you're talking to somebody who ate the Double Down.
My brother has, in fact, enjoyed the KFC Double Down, folks. Let that be on record forever.
Multiple times I've enjoyed that sandwich.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Not just once, many times.
Yeah, I've still got an iron stomach. I wouldn't eat one now. But back in my 20s, I was like, I can handle this.
Oh, man.
Nowadays, I feel like if I even looked at that sandwich, my cholesterol would go up and I'd gain 5 pounds.
I don't know if I can handle a KFC Double Down. And I am, again, you have some years on me, but even in my not quite as old as you stage, I'm like, I look at that and I feel my body's like physically rejecting it. Like, oh, no, don't do that.
Don't you dare.
Oh, man. Well, Wendy's, you tried your best, I guess?
No, they didn't. This is a half-hearted fucking attempt. I feel like y'all are bringing shame to Wendy and Dave, the founder. He seemed like a nice guy, but I'm sure he was just a capitalist at heart. But whatever. I'm glad this thing's only available in Canada. Like, Canada can keep it.
Okay, no, like for real though, Canada, this one's all yours, buddy boy. You know.
Yeah, y'all enjoy this artistic take on a grilled cheese.
This loose interpretation of what you could reasonably call a grilled cheese.
Good luck to you, Canada. You're still doing better than us.
It's true, you can still laugh at us for that one. So you know what? I guess you get the last laugh, eh, Canada?
Hey, Canada.
Well, hey everybody. While we're on the topic of doing weird dumb trends, let's get another one into the mix. Sprite has entered the fray. So I don't
Welcome,
know,
Sprite.
like
The number 3 soda in the United States.
the number three, which I'm like, damn, that's actually impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Not like crazy impressive, but you know, it's something.
Yeah, suck it, Pepsi.
You know, well, in the spirit of, you know, of doing like weird things with your food, Sprite joins the mix, and so I didn't know this because so when I first saw this, I kind of thought it was just like a bunch of like some madman type shit, you know, some scientist in a lab throwing some shit together. But apparently this was like a trend or some shit where people were brewing tea with their Sprite. Like they would stick like a tea bag like in the Sprite, flip it upside down, and let it steep like that.
Huh.
Yeah, and some people were like, "Oh, dude, this is fire," and other people went, "This is fucking disgusting." This was a thing for a while that people did.
I'm not even a big tea fan, so yeah, this definitely missed me. Like, I can't even imagine it though. Like, who came up with this? Like, you know what this Sprite needs? A little tea to it.
A little bit of tea. Well, I don't know. Brisk exists, and it doesn't taste very good. Like, Brisk tastes like ass, but that's my humble opinion.
I'm gonna have to take your expert opinion on that one, because as I've said, I've tried multiple teas over my time. I still, every once in a while, will give it a chance, and I don't know, man, the flavor of tea just misses me by a mile. I'm not sure how anybody drinks tea at all.
And you know what? Hey, fair enough. I'm a big tea enjoyer. In fact, my partner is actually a really big tea enjoyer.
Oh, yeah?
Loves tea. Brews it all the time. We've got, like, you ever seen Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah.
You know, like that bit where Ramona's like, what kind of tea do you like? We've got Sleepy Time, Herbal, Grey, you know, all like just like rambling off different bunches of tea.
Yeah, a million types of tea, yeah.
Yeah, that's my partner.
We've got
like we've got a million types of tea just over there. So, but big tea enjoyer. This, however, sounds atrocious, and from what I've been told, now I've heard, keep in mind, okay, so folks, I will go ahead and say, I have not tried this, but I've heard from a reliable source that it does in fact taste like ass, so.
When you hear of it, like, when you hear of these flavors mixing, does your body just naturally go,
A little bit. There's a little bit of kind of thing going on there, and I'm like, well, no thanks. So I will not be trying it, but Sprite has Sprite Tea that you can just consume now. Right. It's just Sprite and tea. It's carbonated tea for everyone out there who's into that sort of thing. You know, good on you. Man, I don't want it.
You know what this makes me think of? They're looking at Arnold Palmer's like, we can do that shit. We need some of that sweet Arnold Palmer money.
We can do that. Fuck, it's genius.
Yeah, and then of course, seeing people do it like online or whatever. Of course, they had to make their own. Like, hey, you like this? Now we'll just do it for you. Give us money.
Oh God, do you watch Smiling Friends at all? You ever cross your path?
Smiling Friends? Don't think I've seen it. No. What's it on? What's it about?
I'm pretty sure it's on HBO Max, which is called HBO Max again because they couldn't fucking commit to just being called Max because they realized that was a stupid fucking thing.
Terrible idea. I applaud them for at least acknowledging they made a bad decision and going back.
It's so fucking funny.
It is.
So fucking funny. But yeah, it's like an adult animated show. It's just kind of one of those weird non sequitur sort of things where shit just kind of happens in their show. Mm-hmm. But it does have one moment that I think about all the time with like any corporation trying to copy things. So there's this character in it called Mr. Boss, and like his whole like he's just kind of a fucking weirdo. But
Uh-huh.
there's this bit where he's like staring out his window and he's like seeing like a business being built. And it's like, of course, fuck, it's genius. Why didn't I think of that? And it's just one of those bits that like every time I think about just the delivery of it, it always makes me laugh.
Of course. Fuck, it's genius. Why didn't I think of that?
Just think about the delivery of it every time. So I think about that whenever like a CEO or something like starts like, oh man, we're gonna do this new product based on this trend that we saw. That's all I think about.
Right. Of course. Fuck, it's genius. Yeah, no, that's basically how I feel like simple their thinking is, like yeah, the market says this is good. Fuck, it's genius. They're making their own tea. We'll make it for them.
Ah, we're so fucking smart, man. I swear to God.
Mm-hmm. No. I can definitely see that vibe coming from most fucking executives. There's clearly a market for it, though. Like, but is it better? I bet it's better homebrewed, but you'll find some people who like it. But maybe one day, little brother, you will try it for us and let us know just how bad it is.
I doubt it.
Mhm.
I really, really doubt it. Mostly because I don't want to.
Yeah, I keep thinking like people making it at home. That's people being innovative, and yeah, this is just Sprite capitalizing on that and just being like, and we can make profit off of it.
We can make money by doing the thing that everyone's already doing.
Right,
My
exactly.
God, genius.
Right? Yeah. Ugh, terrible, 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 terrible.
Absolutely wretched.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Well, I think that that bread is good and sufficiently baked. Wouldn't you agree, little brother?
I agree completely.
All right. Well, that means it's time to move on to the circuses. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hoosier Brother Circuses. We have no lions, we have no monkeys, but we do have entertainment news.
Woohoo! Entertainment news, my favorite.
Yay! Unfortunately, dun dun dun. Our first
Unfortunate.
bit of entertainment news is that we're going to report on the passing of Jonathan Joss, best known as the voice actor for John Redcorn and for the chief, was it Hotote, I think, on Parks and Rec. He was murdered. According to his husband, they returned to their former home, which had been burned down, possibly by vandals. And they found the remains of a beloved pet. Again, this is all according to his husband's statement. They were agonized. And somebody came over and started shouting homophobic slurs at them and then shot him.
Terrible, terrible, terrible. It truly is. It's awful, and it's terrible. I'm so sorry, folks. Again, we kind of it's important still. It's always important to bring these things up, to bring them to light, to make sure that things like this get talked about, so that
Mm-hmm.
so that you are informed of them going forward. Just especially, and I will say especially with it being Pride Month, I think it's important to talk about these things because, well, there are still many hateful acts being brought against against the queer community and against gay people in general. So
Yeah.
it is important to talk about these things.
I will say the police department has said, despite online claims of this being a hate crime, currently the investigation has found no evidence to indicate that Mr. Justice's murder was related to a sexual orientation. So, official cop statement. But his husband, like I said, put out a statement saying otherwise.
And, well, if I'm being frank, which you can keep being Christian,
Thank you.
I do not buy that cop statement for even a second. And I encourage all people out there to also not believe it, like at all. There's no reason for me to buy that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree completely. But we'll just have to see what their evidence turns up. There were posts from Nick Offerman and people from King of the Hill, because as you know, King of the Hill is about to start its revival, and he had done some voice work on the new King of the Hill. So
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah. Somebody pointed out like they've lost quite a few main characters from King of the Hill. Brittany Murphy, uh, the guy who did Dale Gribble now, Jonathan Joss, and Tom Petty.
Oh God, that's right.
Yeah. So quite a few, but we'll see. You know what comes of it. It sucks a whole lot, and he'll be missed.
Yeah, it very much does.
Mm-hmm. It seems to be just a fucking senseless shooting, but that's just the fucking state of things. What a time to fucking be alive.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mm-hmm. What else we got in dystopian entertainment news, little brother?
Oh man, I got one for you. Okay, so
I know you do.
So there is a new Borderlands game coming out fairly soon. There's been a bunch of reveals for it. I think it's coming out in September. I don't have an official date for it. I'm sure there is an official date, but
which Borderlands is this?
This is Borderlands in numerical order. This is Borderlands 4, but technically there have been a few other spin-offs. There was Tales from the Borderlands, which only a very small handful of people played. Which was weird. They killed off kind of one of the main characters in Tales from the Borderlands. So when Borderlands 3 rolled around, everyone was kind of shocked that this dude was dead.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a very odd sort of state of affairs, but regardless. And then there's also, let's see, it was 1, 2, then the pre-sequel, then 3, now it's 4. So technically this is 5, 6 if you want to tack on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. But regardless, it's Borderlands has been around for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's been around for a while now, most Borderlands fans have kind of accepted the fact that CEO of Gearbox, Randy Pitchford, is just poison, just a generally terrible kind of person. He fucking sucks, just in general. Randy Pitchford can fuck himself. Which is kind of it makes a weird dichotomy, because I do like the Borderlands games, but I'm man, Randy Pitchford's a fucking tool, but I digress.
Right. You really have to separate the art from the artist there.
I do my best, but consuming is the only thing that Americans have left, so it's weird that you have to boycott based on that. Regardless. Pitchford recently made a statement. So a fan on Twitter commented or tweeted at Randy Pitchford and was he was concerned that the game was going to cost $70 or $80 with the rising price of games and all that jazz. And Pitchford apparently tweeted back that quote, real fans would find a way to get their hands on a copy of the game even if it came with an $80 price tag.
Of course. Anybody who bitches about the price is a fake fan, and we didn't want you fucking peasants anyway.
That's what it fucking feels like. People, so, first of all, people jumped all over this, which good, because this is monstrously out of touch. But I don't know what sort of cognitive disconnect. Seriously, folks, I'm not going to go into all of it because we don't have all fucking day here. But if you ever want to look into it, look into Randy Pitchford. This dude fucking sucks ass. He is active poison and legitimately hurts the brand of Gearbox and Borderlands just by existing. It's awesome. He was on American Idol at one point.
He's a singer?
Yeah, he was singing a song. And it was terrible, and it did not go well, and I think he got booed at one point.
Was this before or after he was a game creator?
I think this was after.
So he had been a successful game creator and was you know what else I can do? I can sing.
Apparently.
Oh, no. You hate to see it when this confidence from success means, hey, I can also sing too. You see it a lot with actors.
You really do.
Mhm.
So yeah, no. If you ever need like a good laugh, go look that clip up. It's really fucking funny.
Oh man, at least actors have the like semblance of mind to not do their big debuts like on a nationwide television show.
Nah, dude, he went in there with full fucking confidence.
Right? America's gonna love me.
They're gonna love me. They're really gonna love me.
America did not, in fact, love him.
No, America turned on him pretty quickly.
Wonderful. Fucking wonderful.
But regardless, yeah, so fucking Randy Pitchford can fuck himself. He's a total fucking twat. An absolute tool, just through and through. And it's one of those things where I'm like, it's such a shame that you've made like, okay, and you know what? I'm not gonna fucking sit here and give Randy Pitchford credit for this shit. You know, he's like, you're just the CEO, man. Yeah, you might have had some hand in this, but let's not fucking fool ourselves here. The credit goes to the hands of like, you know, the game directors and like, you know, the people on the ground floor making this shit happen, you know, the art directors and the storyboard leads and all these other people.
The motherfuckers
you know,
in the trenches.
No, exactly. Who fucking make these games and put them together, you know? So that's my fucking statement on it. Randy, you're just a fucking guy at this point. Nobody even likes you. I don't think the people at Gearbox like him anymore. At least I'd be fucking shocked if they did.
Well, you never know, man. Like, if he's bringing them success, a lot of times in those sorts of worlds, you can look past shit. I'm sure the people, again, in the trenches are like, man, no, fuck this guy. But people at the higher ups, man, they only give two shit. They only give a fuck about dollar signs. That's it.
You know what? That is fair. That is fair and true. So, unfortunately, Randy's gonna just be the one standing there soaking up all that credit when he realistically deserves like none of it.
Must be fucking nice. But and that's the other thing that with this statement of like real fans will buy away that I think about. You know, we are existing, of course, in late stage capitalism, and I see this attitude a lot from, you know, me and you as consumers. We exist on one end of the capitalist spectrum, and then the other end are the motherfuckers, of course, who end up with our money. Violent J of the Insane Clown Posse. I can't remember if it was like maybe a year or two ago, maybe longer. I don't know. Time gets funky when you get older.
Sure.
But either way, some other artist was posting some shit about being like, you know, people talk about like, I liked your old shit better. And it's like, whatever, man. Then go listen to the old shit and like, you know, stop coming around. Like I'm still putting out new shit and that's where I'm at. And Violent J's response to it was to be like, yeah, you know, like if you don't want to be part of the new shit, then get the fuck out of here. And his statement was buy or buy, BUY or BYE. And I remember like that would of course just put a bad taste in my mouth, like buy or buy. And it's like, hey man, like to me, you know, like I liked it as an artist and as a family, that was our whole thing. But yeah, these motherfuckers who are like real people will find a way to spend the fucking money on us, like they're out of touch with what it is to be, you know, a regular person. Fucking minimum wage hasn't gone up in like over 2 decades, I think, at this fucking point. People are struggling to get by. Fucking when he thinks of people will find a way, he's probably thinking of all that shit where it's like, you can break this down into 5 easy payments of this.
Oh my god, yeah. Hey, speaking of, did you hear that like there's a bunch of people or like there's a bunch of like fucking what am I thinking of? Like pay over time like systems. Remember we talked about like a little bit ago how they introduced like a pay over time for like Uber Eats or some shit?
Yeah.
Well, apparently a bunch of people are like defaulting on their payments because they can't make those payments.
Oh,
because it was a terrible idea.
Yeah, I heard one of the companies is kind of collapsing.
Yeah, I think it was like Klarna or something like that.
That sounds right. Yeah, Klarna, whatever that one is. Yeah, I heard that they're kind of facing an imminent collapse. Let's just check what that says real quick. Yeah. Klarna, who bragged about replacing human workers with AI, realizes he made a terrible mistake. Reveals losses as some shopaholics refuse to settle up loans. Fantastic. Woo. Fantastic. So yeah. Well, I mean, it seemed like a good idea at the time, I guess, to them. Like, hey, people are poor. What if we offer them a way to be like, hey, we'll split up those payments, without realizing, like, a lot of people who split up payments, like, just can never or don't ever repay.
This is correct, and boy, oh boy, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't having a good laugh over this one.
Oh, you know what this is, though? What was that cat's name? Wimpy from fucking Popeye? I'll gladly,
Yeah.
I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Yeah, no. Klarna heard that and was like, brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
We're going to make that our entire marketing scheme going forward.
Yeah. Not realizing, like, that guy never pays for his hamburgers. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Awesome to the max. Wait for it.
Awesome. Awesome to the max.
Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
Fantastic.
The fucking CEO dude from fucking Futurama. Hell
right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add that other guy that you just showed me. Fuck, why didn't I think of that?
Fuck, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah. He'll be getting added to the soundboard after this. Okay, so yeah. Get ready to fucking pay. Or, I don't know, piracy is a thing. These are jokes for legal purposes.
I was about to say, we here at Who's Your Brother, for legal purposes, must clarify that piracy is wrong, and this is a joke. But man, if you were going to do something terrible like pirating, which is, super illegal, you shouldn't do it. But if you were going to do something like that, I have to say, whatever you do not, I repeat, this is important, do not invest in a VPN to make it a simpler process. Insane, you shouldn't do that. You should absolutely not do that under no circumstances. Should you ever do something like that?
Definitely not. Terrible idea. Would not recommend it. Mm-mm.
So absolutely, do not do that. Do not go out and get a VPN. And if you're concerned about which VPN you should get, you definitely should not do a base level of market research and figure out which one works best for your purposes. And I absolutely cannot recommend that you download that VPN and install it onto every device that you use. I can't stress this enough. Do not do that. Whatever you do, don't do that.
Okay. I don't think they're going to do it. I think we've made our point clear. Go us. Speaking of trying to make clear points, Evan, are you familiar with the rapper 50 Cent?
I'm familiar.
Okay. Well, 50 Cent has been keeping tabs on the ongoing problems with Diddy, which, buddy, it's there's some shit coming out.
There's a lot of shit coming out. Apparently this fool's just like a supervillain at this point.
Yeah, no, just fucking awful to everyone around him.
It's kind of wild, actually.
Yeah. So there's been some talk of Diddy, if he gets convicted, trying to get a pardon from Trump. And Trump said he would consider a pardon for the music mogul, who was once a friend and peer in the early years. Here's a quote. I haven't spoken to him in years. He used to really like me a lot. I think when I ran for politics, that relationship busted up from what I read. I don't know. I would certainly look at the facts. If I think someone was mistreated, whether they like or dislike me wouldn't have any impact. So he's totally open to the idea of being like, yeah, no, Diddy can get off. And he's been pardoning people who are definitely guilty of terrible shit. Well, at least money crimes. So him pardoning somebody who's definitely trash and guilty is not out of his wheelhouse.
No, it is not.
Yeah. Well, in comes motherfucking 50 Cent to the rescue. 50 Cent, who clashed with Diddy for years and is helping to produce a documentary about him, is hoping to sway Trump from any possibility of pardoning him. He posted on Instagram that Diddy had said some really bad things about Trump, adding that he will reach out to the Donald so he knows how I feel about this guy. And in another post, he said, Donald doesn't take well to disrespect and doesn't forget who chooses to go against him. While working tirelessly to make America great again, there is no room for distraction. he would consider pardoning anyone who has been mistreated, not Puff Daddy. So he becomes...
Christ, there's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, like, the support for Donald Trump is gross, as always. Fuck Donald Trump. But he's just become the latest rapper to be like, maybe, you know what? Maybe Trump not so bad.
Yeah, not my favorite thing. I mean, look, definitely don't pardon Diddy.
Definitely.
All right? Because let's make this clear. Diddy did it, all right?
Diddy did do it.
He, like, 100%.
Diddy done did it.
Like,
okay?
Guilty.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's guilty.
As hell, all right? Trash. Like, garbage. Like, what the fuck?
No, like 100%. Let's not mince words here, folks. Again, guilty. 100% just guilty.
Yep, no. So nobody should pardon him, but 50 Cent reaching out to Donald Trump so Diddy doesn't get pardoned is like a terrible collection of words that makes my head hurt, but it's like, I don't know, I think this is the best case scenario?
Isn't that just a sad statement to make?
It is! What the fuck is this shit, man?
that this is where we're at, where we have to say, hey man, maybe as long as Diddy isn't getting pardoned, maybe we're okay.
Yeah. Thank you, 50 Cent, for helping, I guess. I don't fucking know. You know what, Evan? I find this all very revolting.
You know what? I couldn't agree more.
Well, with that being said, let's get into the revolt.
Let's get into the revolt, shall we?
I love democracy.
It's a trap.
I am the Senate.
Not yet.
It's treason, then.
So this is how liberty dies. With thunderous applause.
Welcome to the fucking revolt. Might as well have fucking music to it that really sets the fucking mood. And I don't know, man. I'm really feeling the tone of the beat, like really shows you where we're at. Like it's all trash.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. But I guess let's fucking get into it. So, Elon Musk.
Boy.
The
Can't
guy.
wait to hear this.
Yeah, the guy who runs Tesla and Twitter, the site trying to be known as X, and SpaceX, and formerly, I guess, ran Doge. He got a send-off from the White House recently after posting that his scheduled amount of time was coming to an end, and he was gonna go ahead and leave. You know, so they did a whole big ceremony in the office. He got a key to the White House or some shit, and Trump was basically like, "Yeah, I bet he'll be back. Whatever." I feel.
Man.
Go ahead.
So he got a key to the White House. Did you see that it has the Reddit logo on the fucking end of it?
It's got the fucking Reddit logo?
It has the Reddit logo on it. Somebody zoomed in on the picture and it has the fucking Reddit logo on it. That is a real thing. This is not a joke, folks. That's a real thing.
What?
Look that shit up.
Why? Who designed this key? Was it Musk? Did Musk design this own fucking... I bet Musk designed his own key.
I'd be willing to bet dimes to donuts to it, but yeah, no, that's a real thing. Look that shit up. It's fucking hilarious. Anyway, I'm sorry. Please continue.
Anyway, so he's leaving, for now, I guess. But there's some crazy... a news story got released claiming that recently that Elon Musk has been on ketamine, basically, the entire time he has been at the White House, and even before that, like on the campaign trail, and like there are tweets from him talking about like, oh yeah, I do so much fucking ketamine. So, and you can see videos of him hell at the fucking ceremony where he's leaving, where he is in a K-hole.
Oh my god, it's folks at home. Okay, listen, drugs bad, okay, but the fact that this fool was just on. Apparently, like, it was, like, ketamine was, like, the worst. But apparently this fucker was just on, like, so much shit all the time. He was just zonked out of his fucking gourd, like, the whole time that he was, like, on the campaign trail and in the White House. Also, he got a black eye that he claims his son gave him.
Yeah.
His 5-year-old son.
But that might not be true because there's lots of rumors, purely speculation. I want to state that up front. These are just rumors going around Washington that Elon, Stephen Miller, and Stephen Miller's wife had been involved in a throuple. Stephen Miller's wife had gone to work at Doge, I believe. And some of the rumors are that Stephen Miller was using her to kind of keep an eye on Elon. Well, when Elon announced he was leaving Washington, coincidentally, Stephen Miller's wife announced that she was leaving her government position to go work with Elon. So
weird.
Strange, odd timing. Well, again, rumor mill going around is that she's leaving Stephen Miller to go, shack up with Elon. And it's rumored that he might have got that black eye from somebody who's left-handed and probably doesn't know how to punch so well. Evan, would you like to take a guess who's left-handed?
My brother. My dear brother. Please, I am begging you, pleading with you. Tell me Stephen Miller is left fucking handed, please.
Stephen Miller's left fucking handed.
Yes! Kill! Yeah! Oh man, this is a great day for me. This is a fantastic fucking day for me.
Yeah. So, also part of the report said he takes so much ketamine he doesn't piss right. And that's on top of the rumor that a penis implant didn't go well and he's got a fucked up dick. All rumors. This is purely speculation.
All pure speculation. Again, folks, it is so vital. It's so critical that we say this is speculation.
Purely speculation.
We don't know. Purely speculation.
All
we
rumors.
Don't know.
The only facts are that Elon left, and he definitely had a black eye. Like my little brother said, he attributed it to telling his son that he could punch him in the face, and he's like, who knew? Kid actually had some swing to him. And it's like, sure, buddy.
Whatever you say, dude.
Well, it didn't take too long. Just today, it's been reported that Elon's already talking shit like, hey, the big, beautiful bill that the Trump administration is probably going to get passed and is trying to get passed, which is just utter garbage, but I don't know if we'll get into that. Elon calls it a disgusting abomination, but it looks like, I just see an update. Rand Paul are backing Elon Musk, saying that they can and must do better. We'll see if it gets passed. Maybe not, because, he does have a thin margin of control over the Senate. So any disloyalty could go badly, and of course always look badly for him. Who knows, man? I don't know if Musk's out of his K-hole or he's on it again and like, yeah, you know what? Fuck those guys. Because they're kind of trying to throw him under the bus, I feel like, too.
I feel like I've definitely seen them really try to start hucking Elon, as it were.
Yeah. They're like, hey, man, you're bad for the brand, so we're going to cut ties with you and then basically blame you for any shit that's bad.
Apparently, again,
a classic tactic.
This one again, a classic tactic. This one again. I've heard that Tesla, the company, is trying to oust Elon. Is really trying to get him out of there.
I would not fucking be surprised. Their sales are tanking in a lot of fucking markets, and the Cybertruck is a big fucking bust. That ugly fucking car.
Yeah, no, it looks atrocious. Apparently it's costing them a shitload of money, which is hilarious.
Yeah, no, they've just got so many fucking unsold fucking Cybertrucks, and they're gonna remain unsold because they're just terrible fucking vehicles.
Because it's a terrible vehicle. Because it was a dumb idea, guys. Because it was a dumb idea.
Terrible
a dumb idea for dumbos.
Exactly. You can easily tell some of the worst people in your neighborhood by oh, that guy's got a Cybertruck. What trash?
That's the crazy thing, isn't it? Is that you take one look at a Cybertruck and you go, oh, you're both an idiot and a scumshill.
Right.
It's amazing. You could just tell that immediately. You can just ping that in a second.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because it's an ugly fucking you were literally just buying this because you were some sort of Elon fanboy.
That's all it is. Literally all it is.
Well, enjoy your hunks of junk, fanboys. Who knows what the future holds for Elon. Maybe more Nazi salutes. Time will tell.
You know what? Unfortunately, it's entirely possible.
Yeah. Oh, well, in other revolting news, Donald J. Trump, President of the United States.
Boo.
Boo this man. He retruthed, because this was on his website, Truth Social. Just looking at this, it's just like satire.
It's a fever dream.
This is American satire gone wrong. This is an Onion article come to life. Terrible timeline. Anyway, he retruthed a post by some Looney Tune on his Truth Social site. And here's what it says. There is no hashtag Joe Biden. Executed in 2020. Hashtag Biden. Clones, doubles, and robotic engineered soulless, mindless entities are what you see. Hashtag Democrats don't know the difference. Hashtag Steal, hashtag US Steal, hashtag MAGA, hashtag Maha.
Okay, folks. This is why The Onion is like going out of business, because you can't satire this shit. There's no satire anymore. It doesn't exist. It's not real. It's fake. It's a figment of your imagination.
Right? The world is fucking satire now. This is all one cruel joke on those of us with half a fucking brain.
You can't make this shit up, man.
Nope. Why would you? It's too stupid. Like, if you tried to, like, make this up, people would be like, whatever. That would never happen. And here it is. Biden clones, doubles, and robotic engineered soulless, mindless entities.
What the fuck are you even talking about? What does any of that mean?
Jesus Christ. It's such fucking... So, did you lose to a robot then? Is that what happened?
That's a good question, actually.
His presidency wasn't legit because he was a robot, so I was actually president. So all the bad things... Ugh! This feels like somebody sundowning, you know? Like, my man here is losing his brain, and they won't take his fucking phone away.
Oh my god. We're watching the mental deterioration of a man in real time.
And he wants to run for president again.
He wants to eliminate term limits so he can run for a third one. By the way, folks, if you think that that's just like, oh, that's just, that's whatever. No, there's like on his website, on Donald Trump's like official website, there is merch for Trump 2028.
Yeah, no, they are going to make that happen, man. We'll see if we have midterms next year. We probably will. They're going to try to, I feel like they're going to try to exert a level of control over the elections that we've never seen before, just so they can make sure they win. I don't know. Yeah. I do not feel terribly hopeful about the future, but gonna keep trying anyway.
Absolutely. Look, man, that's all we got anymore, all right? What we have is the ability to try, you know?
Mm-hmm. You know what I am hopeful for the future about?
What's that?
In 88 days, we will see the release of the Toxic Avenger! Woo! Toxic Watch! Yeah!
Well, you know what? We do always have Toxic Watch, people. And isn't that something to look forward to?
It absolutely is. Only 88 more days, folks, until we see Peter Dinklage take up the mantle of the Toxic Crusader. And the previews, I've been watching them, are looking crazy. And I'm not going to lie, it looks like Elijah Wood is the leader of a band of juggalos?
What? No fucking way!
Yeah, because it's a musical act with like a 3-letter thing, and they're clowns, and it's like, this feels like this is definitely a rip on juggalos, right? I'm not the only one fucking seeing this. And I think he's
this
their
isn't just me, right?
And I think he's their manager or something, but they're like a weird cult thing too. I'm not sure. But there were some vibes there that I was like, yo, man, I think this is juggalos. And Elijah Wood's the fucking like leader of this fucking juggalo.
Elijah Wood's a juggalo.
No, I don't think he's the juggalo. Like I said, I think he's the manager of the band. He looks like a greasy manager type thing, but like he's still the leader of their like little organization or some shit. I'm not sure. Either way, more excitement, little brother. 88 days.
You know what? No, that's fucking fantastic, actually. Man, am I excited for Toxic Avenger now?
It's going to be a lot of pointless murder. I know how you feel about that, so take that for what it's worth.
Ah, damn. All right, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. All right.
But it might just be over the top enough that it's like I don't know, I can put up with the pointless murder because this plot is something else. Look, there's Kevin Bacon and Elijah Wood and Peter Dinklage.
I mean, the plot for the Toxic isn't the plot for the Toxic Avenger movie kind of just like pointless background fluff?
The plot for the original movie is that this loser who was a janitor at like a YMCA or some sort of shit, he gets bullied by all the popular pretty people and who are also maniacal killers, just happenstance. And he gets pushed out a window, and when he falls out, he lands in a barrel of toxic waste, which mutates him into the super monster who can sense evil people, and then he just murders them viciously.
Cool.
Very
awesome.
Cool. The first superhero from New Jersey.
Of course he's from fucking Jersey.
Of course he is. Tromaville, New Jersey. That's where he's from.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I not surprised? You know what? I shouldn't talk too much shit on New Jersey. It's suffice to say, I don't have a lot of respect for New Jersey. No offense, New Jersey. But then again, I don't think you have a lot of respect for yourselves. So like,
I've got
I don't know.
Yeah, I've got nothing against Jersey. I always know that people from New York shit on it, but like, I feel more comfortable shitting on like Texas or I don't know, Alabama.
Oh sure, but you know what? I always feel like that's low hanging fruit. You know.
It is. Well, you know what? And Florida's there too, but there's low hanging fruit, and then there's the fruit that is screaming at you, and it's like, all right, man.
Fuck, you know what? That's actually fair.
Right?
That one's actually very fair. Damn.
Florida is a very angry orange.
Which is so hilarious to me. Folks at home, our dad fucking loves Florida. That's like his favorite place in the world.
I like the beaches, don't get me wrong, but like, I don't like the idea of visiting Florida. I'm like, there are other beaches. I can go other places for that.
I don't need to be in this garbage fire of a state.
Yeah, I feel like the thing is, like, when we were growing up, when we were kids, like, especially when I was a kid, before you were born, like, Florida was like the destination, you know, for vacations. Like, yeah, go to Florida for your vacations. It's got like so much beach, and there's like theme parks and yada yada yada. It hadn't become, you know, the well-known cesspool that it is now. I'm sure it was a cesspool, but at the time, it had a much shinier appeal.
They put a nice glaze on the shittiness. You know, it tricked you into thinking, this isn't so bad.
Yeah, and then I feel like enough of us went down there for spring break, you know, as kids, and it's like, oh, you know, maybe this isn't as, you know, like, nice as you think it's supposed to be, but still, you know, older folks are like, nah, Florida's, it's better than here, you know. And the beach, I feel like, is always a great appeal.
I feel like that's like the eternal appeal of Florida. It's just like, well, it's got the beach, you know, and I don't know, Margaritaville's down there,
right? And it'll mostly be underwater when the tides rise.
That's true. That is true. That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna lose Florida in the next 100 to 150 years, or maybe quicker. Who knows? Things getting really bad out there and really hot.
That's true. That's very true. But hey, until then, I guess enjoy. I don't know what else is there besides the beach to enjoy in Florida.
Disney theme parks. There are theme parks. If you're a theme park person, Florida's got like Disney, Universal. I'm sure other ones. Those are just the main ones I can think of. I bet there's a SeaWorld there, but that's terrible.
I agree. And hey, little thing for all you folks out there, man. If you're still enjoying Disney, I don't know what to tell you, man. Good for you, I guess.
Oh man, we didn't even talk about Lilo and Stitch.
Oh fuck! All right, look. I'm just gonna like rapid fire this one. Hey, fuck that movie. That movie can fuck itself. All right, this is like my official like review of that.
The live action one. The live action one. The animated one is still gold.
Animated one is still fucking phenomenal. All right,
yeah.
Animated fucking Lilo and Stitch still fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, that one is family. Ohana means family, and family means no one left behind except for the live action Lilo and Stitch. Leave that shit behind.
Hey, apparently you can just surrender your child to the state and go to the mainland to party in America. Isn't that cool? Isn't that a great thing that you definitely want to do? Doesn't that sound awesome, kids?
Yeah, don't you want to... We know, Ohana means nobody left behind, but, like, I'm about to leave you behind.
Hey, we're definitely just gonna leave you behind. How's that sound?
Yeah, terrible. Fucking awful. Boo.
Boo, boo on you. And in fact, and this does. I'm white, so I don't have a lot of room to talk about this sort of shit. However, apparently there's a lot of problems with any Pacific Islander and surrendering kids to the state. So you surrendered a kid to the state.
Yeah, there's a whole lot there that's not getting unpacked about the colonization of Hawaii. Whatever. Fuck the live action Lilo and Stitch movie. Let's just leave it at that. All right, they missed the point entirely of the actual fucking movie.
Entirely. You fucking gutterballed that shit, dude.
Yeah.
As hard as possible.
Unfortunately, it is a massive success, so I guess fuck family, whatever.
Yeah, no.
Vin Diesel is very disappointed. Yeah. Anyway, well, that's gonna bring us to the end of the show. So that means it's time to do some renaming in honor of Moon Pie Town, the landmass formerly known as Florida, like that we were just discussing.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's been some talks, Evan, of a new system. Have you heard of it?
The Palantir.
That's the one. Would you care to let the people know what it does?
The way I understand it, keeping in mind that, this is just my understanding of it, but the way I understand it is that it is essentially going to scrape all of the data of every American everywhere and funnel it into one big AI machine.
Yes, absolutely. A centralized database of basically all information on every individual. Well, originally they said it was going to be used to track illegal immigrants, because, gotta track those people.
Oh, yeah, no, of course, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And, of course, the base was like, yeah, that sounds great, anything to track the illegals. Well, Peter Thiel, who kind of helps run this type shit, is fucking just absolute fucking trash. One of the architects or visionaries behind Project 2025 and all sorts of behind-the-scenes fuckery, has helped to push the idea that they're just gonna have a database on all of the citizens now, not just the illegals. Like, everybody gets a fucking digital profile. You get a digital profile, and you get a digital profile. Well, they've called it the Palantir system program, which is, of course, the orbs from Lord of the Rings.
Correct. The scrying orbs, if you will, if you're, if you want to go into that kind of realm of things.
The ones that shit, I keep wanting to call him Count Dooku. Saruman, thank you. Sorry. I mean, it was Count Dooku, but yeah. The ones that Saruman was using and communicating with Sauron with and whatnot. And it's a fitting name. I'll say that. It's a fitting name. But Evan and I agree that it does disservice to poor Mr. Tolkien, who doesn't deserve this.
No, not at all. God, no.
Mm-hmm. So we've decided to rename it. I'll start us off. I'm going to stick with a pop culture reference to kind of help them transition easier. It's a little lesser known. Well, actually, I'll start off with the more well-known one, and then I'll go to the less well-known. Skynet. We'll just call it Skynet.
Damn it, you took mine.
I thought that might be one of yours. Because it's right there, guys. This is the evil thing that knows.
So easy.
Yeah.
So fucking easy.
Talk about low-hanging fruit. Skynet, guys. Well, since I stole one of yours, did you have any comments on calling it Skynet?
Again, that was just the easy one, all right? That was the gimme. That was the softball. You toss that one up, and that's knock it out of the park, man. That's just easy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, the other pop culture reference I have, a little more nuanced, not everybody knows it. You can call it Brother Eye. It's, of course, closely related to the idea of Big Brother, which is basically what this thing is. Brother Eye was the sentient artificial intelligence that Batman created when he decided he couldn't trust the superheroes anymore after he figured out that some of them wiped his mind. So he made this giant robot to fucking spy on everybody. And then it eventually created these robots called the OMACs, which stood for One Man Army Corps, to kill all the super people.
Well, you know what? A bit more of a niche reference, but I still like it. I still enjoy it quite a bit.
What else you got?
So I decided to come up with a few acronyms for mine. I did a little bit. So I've got the first one that I've got is the super terrible, unpopular, pervasive, invasive device, or stupid. If you will. Thank you.
That's fantastic. I love that. Oh, good job, little brother.
And the second one that I've got, again, another acronym, the automated scalping service, or ASS.
Oh, that's a good one too.
I was pretty proud of both of those. I'm not gonna lie. I came up with those. I was like, oh man, I'm on fire with these. Damn.
Yeah, I'm literally looking at my list and now realizing they're all just pop culture references. I literally thought of another one while we were sitting here too, and that's what made me realize. I was writing it down, and I was like, "Oh, these are all just pop culture references." Because I have three now. I have 2 Star Wars references, and you can call it The Rise of Skywalker or Jar Jar Binks, just so you know it's bad.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. The other one that I thought of right there, I was like, "Oh, we could call it HAL 3000."
Hey, there we go. That's a good one. Love the HAL 3000.
Mm-hmm. I think
classic movie.
Yeah, no, I think I'm giving the winner to you, though, little brother. I like stupid. I think stupid's the winner there. That's what's good, but I feel like stupid really fucking captures the whole fucking thing.
Oh man, like I said, I was fucking just standing around yesterday. Like, you texted me like, "Hey, I got this thing." I was like, "All right, cool. Let me see what I can do." And I was like, "Oh man, I need a good acronym for this." And God, I was like, "Ooh, I'm on fire. This is great."
Yeah, no, man, knocked it out of the park. So there you go. We're gonna call that stupid from now on, in honor of Moon Pie Town. So congratulations to this stupid technology, which will soon ruin our lives.
Woohoo!
Okie dokie, folks. That's gonna fucking do it for us. We'd like to thank y'all for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your neighbors. Go to Pride and tell everybody there. They might enjoy us. They might not. But you know what? Take pride. No, I'm sorry. Don't take pride. You know what? In fact, don't tell people at Pride. That's not about us. I'm sorry. I take that back. I rescind that offer completely. Don't make it about us. You go to Pride and you enjoy it for what it fucking is, all right? So no extra suggestions tonight except that. Go to fucking Pride.
No, please, hell yeah, absolutely, fuck yeah, Pride. Still, always take pride in who you are. It's very important, especially in these times, especially now.
Absolutely. And as always, keep bringing the chaos, support the unions, accept the cops, and especially in these trying times, free Palestine.
Hey, folks, as always, with the times that we're in, always practice your media literacy. In this month of Pride, be gay and do crimes.